Paper bags generate about 70% more air and about 50 times more water pollutants than when you produce a plastic bag. Now, you're going to say to me, well, paper decomposes much more quickly. That's true. Paper only takes about a month to decompose, whereas plastic, even after 1,000 years, never really decomposes. Plastic goes through a sort of photo-degradation process, which means that it breaks down into smaller and smaller pieces, but never actually vanishes. So you could say that, well, plastic is better in the long run in landfills, whereas paper takes up much more space in landfills. And you know what the answer is? Neither, nor plastic nor paper, is really the solution here. I guess it's no coincidence that people who work out at sea often report that waste they see in the oceans is caused by plastic products. In fact, it's estimated that over 90% of waste products in the ocean are derived from plastic. And it's funny that a plastic bag eaten by an animal will not decay. The animal, say a sea turtle, will eventually decay and rot. The plastic bag remains intact. Even if it's slightly shredded, it will then get consumed by another animal, let's say a dolphin or a seabird or a big fish that's big enough to eat a plastic bag or a piece of plastic. That will die from having eaten it. The fish or whatever it is will rot, and then it'll get eaten by another one. The plastic bag just doesn't go away. Countries around the world have been asking themselves this question in the past few years. In fact, Ireland is well known for taking an initiative in 2002 called the Plast Tax. They placed a tax on plastic bags, and you know what happened? They've reduced their plastic bag usage by 90%. That's pretty good. That's the equivalent of 430,000 barrels of oil less in the manufacturing process, which means a lot less carbon emissions in the form of carbon dioxide. That's what it takes to create all those billions of plastic bags we're all using. Other countries like Australia, Taiwan, Bangladesh, Vietnam, Japan, China, they've also all taken initiatives, often because sometimes they've had climate problems where plastic bags have caused flooding just from clogging up their water systems. So instead of asking people to use paper, which, as I've said, is not really the solution, they've kind of just laid out various initiatives to encourage people to reuse reusable bags. And that's where it's all at. So where's all this ragging on plastic bags going? Well, hopefully one day when you're at the store, sometime soon, and they say paper or plastic, or they just start packing it and regardless and not even asking you, you can say, hey, no thank you, I brought my own.